And welcome in once again live to the City Lava Studios. We bring you in to the conclusive nature of the HyperX Arena inside the Luxor Casino as part of this exclusive full weekend with Ladies Night Out. And holy crap, it's actually going on right now. I'm going to shut up right now and just get this going. Welcome in, everybody, once again to the City Lava Studios. We continue our coverage for all the things wrestling here with Ladies Night Out 16, courtesy of Tunnel Match Network. Of course, you're watching all of that if you want to right now by becoming a subscriber today on Tile Match Network and watching Ladies Not 16s. We have Fatal 4-Way actually going on currently. So once again, hello everybody and welcome back here into the Simple Level Studios. You know what this is. I am the Samantha, the Simple Brand, the voice of SRS. Forever grateful for all things professional wrestling. Damn it. My name is Noah Foster and thank you all for tuning in, whether live or on demand. Please don't subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Let's get to the conversation. Super chat, simple as that. Currently action underway live right now. I believe this sets for the Florida Mania Championship as the current champion. Brittany Blake is defending against Alejandra La Leona and Jazzy Yang and Vanilla Vargas. So apologies if we were caught off guard with the late start of the showcase, and I still somehow keep it pretty close to their start. Oh, if it get to the midsection for this Ladies Night Out showcase to conclude the festivities as we welcome you into the East Coast to this Friday for all the wrestling here. As right now, La Leona taking control here, isolating Jazzy Yang. It looks like they're having issues there at the Luxor, but we'll go along with it here. And again, think about it, let's tune into all of our watch longs today for this fine Thursday on the West Coast as we head into Friday, of course, with all the GCW. The devil needs the back of the shoulder blades. And right now, Severus and Lacey by Jazzy Yang cover on Brittany Blake. 2 count. Nearly had a new Florida Mania champion. Whoa. How about a very close call there? And Jeff Mutter from Meacham will join me shortly as well. So, again, to watching all of us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brittany Blake saved right now her title, and of course, defending it successfully, might I add, against Shotzi Blackheart. And Leona and Jazzy Yang might be having a little bit of a tiff here. And probably should focus on the champion. Big headbutt. Good grief almighty. Oh, man. Nice double cross body there from Kristen Blaze here. The fall through clothesline right now by this 1%er of her own nature. Taking advantage here of the frame. Double missile drop kick by Brittany Blake. Taking advantage here. And right now, hoisting up Brittany Blake. Oh, man. Big old Falcon Arrow. Now the cover by Kristen Blaze. Gets rocked with a Shining Wizard by Jazzy Yang. Ooh, man. Actually, Fast and Furious this fail 4-way. Backstabber by La Leona. And right now, of course, a double stomp to the spine and shoulder blades by Brittany Blake. Now the cover on La Leona to retain and retains the title. Oofa. Quick, fast, and furious fair 4-way action as Brittany Blake goes 2-0 this year in Las Vegas, maintaining her hold on the Poda Mania Gold. Well done to Brittany Blake, able to overcome all the comers here. And again, I hope everyone's enjoying the watch-alongs coverage, reactions, analysis, and simple takeaways across all things professional wrestling here. Of course, this is literally the one night only stand in Las Vegas as we go to the lovely Emily May on commentary. And probably say Emily May getting her work out there in Las Vegas. As we got a moment to breathe again, folks, I want to remind you this Friday, stay tuned for our coverage for our GCW World on Lucha, Bloodsport, Star America Dream 2026, joining us, Green Break, and Juggalo Championship Wrestling to conclude our Friday night. And then Saturday, of course, we bring you WrestleMania Saturday with more GCW with the Immortal Cluster F and Effie's Gay Bunch, as well as Sunday, bringing you Spark Joshi, as well as concluding things with WrestleMania Vegas Sunday, as well as the final thoughts on WrestleMania week, following all things WrestleMania with the regulars JJ Woods and Walter Cruz, who are there live on site in Las Vegas, enjoying themselves and having a good time. As we move forward here into our next match, we are not going to waste any time. Let's get back down to the ring and see what's ahead here on this loaded card to be headlined by the Ladies Night Out champion, Jasmine Allure. And I believe that this will be our tag contest to follow. Ooh. Celine Hysteria, apparently the team known, making their way to the ring. Micah Madrid and Little Rosette. Of course, they are preparing to take on Josephine Navarro and Vanity in a tag team match. Of course, Josephine Ivana was also part of the Pole Dance Mania showcase. Of course, we got a little bit of a crossover inception here, and of course, Chocolate Goddess herself. We saw how capable Josephine Navarro was in her tagging with Maserati. They made a professional wrestling. That's a unique name here. Of course, tonight here at Ladies Night Out, we are showcasing over 70 plus female talents here for the first time ever. Time at Seven's flagship all women's event in Las Vegas, bringing over 70 plus different top talents in women's wrestling for one incredible night as part of SFW Full Tilt 4 weekend. Ladies Night Out 16 serving as the final event of the night. Again, figured everybody that has been along with us on the ride, on the grind, on every presentation here tonight. And first time we'll be witnessing Micah Madrid and Little Ruzes here this WrestleMania weekend. The referee, of course, reminding everybody here that this is a traditional tag team matchup. And curious to see how we kick things off here. And it looks like the tag's been made to Vanity here in the early going. Lil Rose, by the way, comes us from the Chicago area, 150 pounds, 2 years involved. She's been trained by Mustafa Ali, the current brand new TNA International Champion, and is the current CSW, Women's Champion. A beautiful counter there with the Maestro. Gets a 2 count there. And right now, taking advantage. Oof. And right now, the Irish women, I believe a tag was made to her partner. Now the double team takeover, taking down Vanity as Micah Madrid and Lil Roos takes control here in the early going. I'm not sure how much Mike Madrid and Little Roos have tagged together before with each other. Breaking through the barrier, up and over. Beautiful arm drag takeover. And of course, this is the first time we are seeing Micah Madrid and Little Roos together here since the Ohio Valley Wrestling Nightmare Rumble. That was earlier back in January. Big shotgun drop kick there. Now trying to take advantage, though, is Josephine Navarro for her side. Micah Madrid, you can find her on Women of Wrestling, involved 14 years in the game. Trained out of the Texas Wrestling Academy. Ooh, kind of nasty kick. Current WCR Diamond Division champion. It follows in with a big shot in the corner. Now a tag made. And it looks like Josephine Navarro and Vanity are taking control here with a nice combo suplex. And so far, it looks like Josephine and Vanity have maintained the pace here. Vicious leg drop. That might be it down middle. Now the cover, hook on the leg, and gets a 2 count. Oof. It's one of those parents looking at women's wrestling and the absolute insane scope of it that you really don't know necessarily what it's capable of or really how many incredible players are involved in it. So shout out to Telly for putting together this incredible women's showcase now for the 16th time, the standard premier program of the Time Match Network, Ladies Night Out. The big shot there in the corner, shattering the dreams, it feels like. Now Vanity going for the cover, hook of the far leg, back press, and gets her arm on the rope to force the break. Ain't nothing pretty about that freaking move there. Caught effective nonetheless. Now trying to instigate her tag partner who knows she cannot get involved in this matchup, though, until she's legally tagged in. And right now, Josephine Navarro and Vanity taking full advantage of that. Just crushing, I believe that is a little Mars in their corner. The tag made now to Josephine Navarro and Vanity working very well together. Now the Chocolate Goddess, of course, out of Ohio, fan of Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling now in play here. And just teeing off. And Vanity, of course, for those that don't know, of course, Vanity has recently been involved in tapings across New York, North Carolina, UK, comes to us with 13 years of experience, trained by Pat Buck, known as the OG Doll. And it looks like now we finally got a double team takedown here by the opposition. A quick tag made by Michael Madrid that has turned the match in favor for her and Little Roos. Double stereo Irish whips thrown off the ropes. Caught with the boots. Inside Russian leg sweep applied. Very nice. Josephine Navarro and I believe Little Roos are the two legal women inside the ring. Looking for the ticket to It's got a hook throw by Josephine and dropped with a tombstone pile driver. Cover. That might be it. Josephine Navarro and Vanity with the win. Ouch. Jocelyn Navarro with another emphatic statement with that vicious pile driver. Big win for these two here tonight at Ladies Night Out 16, leaving their own statement and impression. Again, thank you all so much for joining us here, supporting women's wrestling and supporting us here at the Super Level Studios. We keep you in tune across all things wrestling here, 24/7, 365 all the time, covering as much wrestling as possible here tonight and this WrestleMania week. And of course, they're at the Luxor there for the hybrid arena that is, of course, taking place here as we move to our next match. It looks like we're getting ready here for some fatal four-way action now. See what we got coming out here first. All right. There's Wi-Fi hotspot. Favorite gamer girl, okay. Sofia's the one that loves to play and loves to fight, even on Ladies Night Out here with a nice little split leg entrance. Might be looking to give Rachel Leigh a run for her money with the gymnastics background. Definitely brings me vibes of Diva from Overwatch with her game. Probably uses her time occasionally streaming, if I have to guess. And Sophia Devon, of course, a freelancer here from Orlando, Florida, involved 2 years in the game, trained out of freelance wrestling. Just was involved in a match at Shine against Alvina Rose, and also just fought Kaya McKenna for the Focus Pro Women's title, as Kaya McKenna, the conduit of karma, was successfully able to defend that championship. As we have Miss Corrine joining the match here. Man, these songs right here, definition of Ladies Night Out, all the pop hits coming out tonight. Good grief almighty. A diva in her own right, it looks like. As we look towards the Princess of Perfection and her gymnastics dynamics now. Corrine Joy, by the way, just coming off a match against Alejandra Quinn in action wrestling. And Corrine Joy, by the way, has been involved now in the game for about a year, trained by A.R. Fox. And of course, we just saw Rachel Leigh make her impressive as she makes that incredible stance in the ring. Made her first impression in Poda Mania, of course, in 6-woman tag team match on the winning side, alongside Dynamite Danny Moe. See if she's looking to go back-to-back nights here with the win inside Las Vegas. Princess of Perfection coming to us with an all-collegiate gymnastics background in Turman. Has been involved in wrestling now for 1 year, trained out of the FXE Wrestling Training and Performance Center. And of course, coming off a match against Valentina Rossi at Shine in a triple threat against Carolina Cruz. And of course, for those that just tuned in to the WWE ID Showcase, you recognize this newly ID talent. The Holy Queen herself, Fallyn Gray, who had a commendable match against, of course, Ariane Demena. But I do wonder the state of that knee, as she is probably only 3 hours removed from that fallout. And it's anyone's game here in this fatal four-way, as all four of these great young athletes are looking to make a lasting impression tonight at Leigh's Night Out 16. Of course, Fallyn Gray, now known as Veronica Haven. You can find her now in Evolve on Tubi Wednesday nights. Involved 2 years in the game, trained by Chris Bay and TJ Perkins out of the Cobra Clutch Academy and the FSW Academy. As of course, Future Stars of Wrestling has played heavily here tonight, hosting many festivities here in Las Vegas, bringing a lot of their local talent about as well. Current AWF Women's Champion and FSP Radiance Champion. As they remove the wings from Veronica Haven, aka Fallyn Gray. Known to send you from heaven to hell with her finisher, the Final Testament, as all four of these women get ready to square out here. Again, for those that are watching along, you are watching along via Title Match Network. This is exclusively only on TitleMatchNetwork.com. Yeah, it looks like a little jaw jacking here by Corrine Joy in the early going, alongside Sofia Savan and Rachel Leigh and Fallyn Gray. Well, Fallyn Gray with no handshake. You got a free with a little bit of sportsmanship, it looks like. Oh, there you go. Nice little handshake there with Diva, Corrine Jade, and Sofia. Oh, well, all right. Well, there goes that. And now the Stair Irish Whips as action officially gets underway here, jumping underneath the banner, and Sofia and Corrine taking advantage of Rachel and Fallyn in the early going. We got, of course, Sofia right now with the gaming gear, and Corrine J with the big afro, the diva. Oh, nice. Big slam there by Sofia Savan. Oh, and here comes Fallyn Gray with a nasty side headlock. The drop down by Sofia. Up kick. Monkey flip sends Fallyn Gray up and over the back of her head and neck. Now Rachel Leigh coming into play. On the side headlock, the snapmare. And cartwheel there by Sofia, who falls in with the drop kick and a deep cover, and broken up by Corrine. I'm about to say, I like Sofia Savan's entrance as a bit of a casual gamer myself. I'm not going to lie here. Right now, targeting the arm of Sofia up against the ropes, and Corrine with the Irish whip, opposite side, sends her into her boot with a split leg drop. A little bit of a pizzazz there. Now going for the cover. Oh, no, maybe not going for the cover. Might be a mistake there. Looks like he's pulling her towards the corner there. And falling through right now. The cartwheel on the opposite side. And Fallyn Gray got herself on the opposite side. And right now, Corrine Joy is taking advantage of the full field here with these cartwheel shoulder blocks. Catching Rachel Leigh and Fallyn Gray. Suplexing Fallyn on Sofia. Hey. As Sofia right now and Fallyn taking out of the equation, taking advantage of Rachel Leigh in the opposite corner here. Rachel Leigh, who's been involved facing the WWE ID Women's Champion, Laynie Luck, of course, for her title recently. And Rachel Leigh right now needs to regroup here as Corrine Joy has officially taken full control of this matchup. Definitely a star in her own eyes. And I'm not saying that because there's a star over her eye either. She's taking control of this match right now, and all four women on the outside here. Up in the VIP area on the entranceway as Corrine Joy squares up her opposition to the floor with the crossbody, wiping out all three. But again, right now she needs a, well, I mean, again, it's the Divas world right now. She's just enjoying it, and we're all just living in it. So I guess she's going to take it in for the fans. And right now, Rachel Leigh just teeing off against Sofia Savan on the outside. Good grief. Oh! Fallyn Gray taking down Corrine Joy. Follow-up press kick right now as Rachel Leigh and Fallyn Gray, for the moment, working together. A unique setup here in this four-way matchup. Sends to the corner. And Fallyn Gray right now just raking Corrine's face across the top rope. Now that gymnastics back on coming into play with the backflip elbow strike in the corner by Rachel Leigh. A split leg. Pendulum drop kick in the corner. And right now the Diva in a world of trouble here. Oh, no, a Bronco Buster by Fallyn Gray. Good grief, riding it all night long. You know, Genuine, I think, did a song like that for a different purpose and a different gender, but that's a whole different conversation. And Rachel Leigh just hyperextending that leg into the throat of Corrine J. If Corrine J ever needed an ally, now would be the time. Now, Fallyn Gray and Rachel Leigh so far working together here. Of course, both women looking for that WWE future. And Grizzly Magnum there. Oh, okay. Well, now we're going to pick things up with these two. I'm for this. The waistlock applied. Oh, drop down face first. Now rolls over. I was going to wait for a face. Like, oh, man. Short range X Factor. That was a pretty nice and effective move, if I can say that as well. Again, folks, you can watch this literally on Title Match Network. Go to TitleMatchNetwork.com and look up Lay's Night Out 16. Become a subscriber today, $9.99. You can watch them with us live. That is TitleMatchNetwork.com. I will put a link in the chat personally for you all, just so you can try and join us. Brainbuster! And now Sofia in the cover, broken up with a flying knee strike by Corrine J. Good grief. If you didn't get involved there, that match could have been over. And right now, Rachel Leigh fending off Corrine. All right. Now, Rachel back up here. And might be looking for that picture-perfect moonsault to the top rope. And connects! Cover on Corrine J, and Fallyn saves the matchup, dragging her away. Now Fallyn, possibly looking, oh, golly. Face first cover, Fallyn with the win at the last second, sending Rachel Leigh from heaven to hell. WWE ID prospect and Evolve superstar Fallyn Gray bouncing back from the loss in the WID Showcase with a big win tonight at Lay's Night Out 16. Someone to watch out for, folks. Yeah, I'm about to say, I think there's still a little bit of tension there, though, with her and Rachel Leigh, if I had to guess. Well, as we continue, and you're welcome, Moral 503, and thank you for tuning in along with us, of course, for Lay's Night Out 16. Your headline showcase for all women's professional wrestling here during all the festivities of Las Vegas Week, following Ella Laredo's Pro Mania shows. We saw Brittany Blake defend the Pro Mania Championship. Ah, thank you. You're nice. You can tell my voice, though, it's given out here. I think I'm reaching my threshold. Of course, I'll be back here covering more women's wrestling when I cover Stardom. I have no idea when I'm going solo or someone's going to be along with me for the ride. But stay tuned as we, of course, push forward with all the women's wrestling coverage with Stardom Queendom here. As we get ready for our next match here. I appreciate it very much. It sounds like I got some American Gladiator inspired talent coming out here. I know. I was hoping for that myself. Let's see what we got here. Oh, how fitting. The ultimate athlete herself and literal American Gladiator as we prepare for our next match. It's J-Rod. And again, you can catch her on the premiere of American Gladiators on Amazon Prime, I believe literally this upcoming weekend, alongside Camille, Wardlow, and other names you might know, of course, from the business. I love the fact she's coming out to the OG American Gladiators theme. And J-Rod, of course, coming to us out of the Ohio area, trained out of Ohio Valley Wrestling. 4 years in the game, trained out of KnockX Pro Academy by Black Pearl and Rikishi, known as the Ultimate Athlete. Previously held the OVW Women's Championship. But now to take on somebody very notorious by name. She's also coming back here from Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, by the way. We saw how vicious Notorious Mimi got earlier in her run to try and seize the WWID Women's Championship. Now looking to bounce back from that loss. And of course, newly WWE ID talent, might I add, Notorious Mimi, who's already put her name out there for not only the Evolve Women's Championship, but also the FSW Women's Championship, currently held by the center of attention herself, Brittany Brooks. It's the first time ever one-on-one matchup, by the way, between Notorious Mimi, now known as Salone Jacobs, underneath the WWE banner, and currently holds 3 different championships: the Bell to Bell Diamonds, the Remarkable Women's, and the BCW Women's Championship. Definitely has been around the block or two. 23 years of age, involved 7 years in the game, trained by the Worldwide Wrestling Dojo, led by Cheeseburger, and out of the Monster Factory, led by Danny Cage. And of course, J-Rod also still has a lot ahead for her here in Las Vegas, I'm sure, as again, this is the definition of the capitalization of the grind where you maximize your opportunities every damn night. Stiff Khan and tie up here. Oh my. And just J-Rod throwing her off. J-Rod looks like a premier athlete, honestly. Just look at that physique. Ready to throw down here tonight. Serious face in play. And we aren't jousting. And front face first goes Notorious Mimi. Easy for me to say. And right now, J-Rod doing a little bit of flexing here. Whoa. Able to escape. Notorious Mimi, though, going for the side headlock, trying to wear down J-Rod. J-Rod, literally known as the supernova of American Gladiators. Ooh, get to the midsection, right to the knee strike, follow up, drop kick in the corner, and a kip up on Notorious Mimi. Looking to follow through here. And clubbing shot in the corner against J-Rod as the Notorious One looks to break the Premier One. The Irish Whip, Notorious Mimi, up and over, lands on the apron. And now I'm going to fall in again. And another knee lift. Right in the midsection, caught in between the second ropes, and a relentless assault right now by Notorious Mimi. And again, just a barrage of knees clocking the Ultimate Athlete. And J-Rod staggers. Notorious Mimi goes up to the top rope. And right now, judging position, comes to the crossbody though. J-Rod demonstrating the power, the name, and the part of the dance with the faraway slam. Just like that, extremely impressive. And of course, Jessica Rodin, known as J-Rod, formerly was part of Ohio Valley Wrestling, recognized for her in-ring intensity and one of the badasses of competition here. How fitting taking on somebody so notorious for being a baddie. Now, J-Rod just put in the boots Notorious Mimi viciously in the corner, stomping away at the competition, looking to walk it dry. And again, J-Rod, knife-edge chop. A standard that I've seen out of CC to Oy vey. Vicious chop there by J-Rod. Looking to follow through. And again, folks, please let us have comment. Tell friends. Stay tuned for we cover GCW World of Lucha, GCW Bloodsport, GCW Joining on Spring Break, GCW Clusterfuck, as well as Big Effies. Oh, and planted with a vicious spine buster on the pine and pressing on Mimi for a 2 count, trying to add insult to victory. And now mounting Mimi, who's trying to cover up against this relentless assault by the American Gladiator. And I do mean that literally. Damn, she was built like one. She would give the original Gladiators a run for their damn money. 5'10", 161 pounds with a background in softball and volleyball, and a big boot driven through Notorious Mimi. Now the cover again, hook at the far leg, and a kick out to it. Imagine what it would mean for J-Rod to get a win over this WID prospect. Now Mimi forced to use the ropes to get back up to the feet. And again, J-Rod right now taking advantage. Up on the shoulders, though. Might be looking for maybe a death-eye driver. And able to get out there, though. Of course, one of her finishes is the ultimate slam. Up again, though, the Notorious Mimi in a world of trouble as J-Rod demonstrates her strength. Argentine backbreaker right now. Just trying to rearrange the spine inside Notorious Mimi, who's trying to fight out of the grip. With some elbow shots and able to escape. And now Mimi, they cover inside leg hook for the cradle and a 2 count. Oh man, watch that one, hilarious. That took down Mimi for the time being. And again, talking trash and trying to take advantage. Yeah, good crowd on hand right now, it looks like, here at the Luxor. And Mimi right now, again, trying to get side of the head of J-Rod and only just fires her up. It's a vicious forearm. Irish whip in front of the opposite corner. And again, J-Rod runs in. And J-Rod right now in full control of her opponent. Another Irish whip on the opposite side. And again, Notorious Mimi, though, catching J-Rod on the run and trapping her head between her legs and driving her head first. Look at this freaking agility and offense here by Mimi, following through with a vicious open pawn strike. And again, forearm pawn strike exchange right now, combination. Trying to light up J-Rod tonight and runs through with a bicycle kick. One of the vicious bicycle kicks you'll see in this business. Turning J-Rod sideways and now turning her the other way, hitting her from the opposite angle of the ring. Now Mimi going out to the top rope, looking for something big here out of the corner. J-Rod staggered, caught with a cross body and the cover and the lateral press and kick out by J-Rod the last possible second. Woo. Again, folks, this is Ladies Night Out 16, an incredible all-women's standard premier wrestling showcase shown annually here, practically, at Title Match Network. Again, if you want to get your fix on women's wrestling, subscribe to Data Title Match Network and follow us. Let's hit the clothesline and up and around, and J-Rod calling at DDT. And the cover over the far leg, but press and kick out at 2.5. And right now, Notorious Mimi in control. About to say, big time test for J-Rod and Notorious Mimi in their young careers. And caught with a German suplex release. And Mimi's just getting thrown up and down and all around. Spear! The ultimate spear by the American Gladiator for the win as the Supernova scorches Mimi tonight, Ladies Night Out. An impressive impression left tonight at Ladies Night Out 16 by J-Rod, cutting Notorious Mimi in half with that ultimate spear as the Supernova shines bright tonight and is certainly going to impress this season on the return of the American Gladiators. So watch out for J-Rod, folks. You want to learn more about her going forward. Hey, man, she cut her freaking in half like an accordion and folded her up. She was done after that. As we move to the next match, looks like we're going into tag team action here, scheduled for one fall. And of course, Ladies Night Out premieres every year. That was J-Rod's second appearance at Ladies Night Out since Ladies Night Out 15. And who do we got here? Oh boy. Frankie B and Kingsley making their way to the ring as we prepare for tag team action here tonight. And of course, as again, the beauty of Ladies Night Out, you get international showcasing of women's talent from all over the world, from all forms of life, all walks of life, all levels of experience, and of course, all countries. And Frankie B comes to us down under in Australia, actually. Been involved in the game now for a little bit over 4 years, trained by the likes of Ryan Eagles and Shazza McKenzie. As we have the WWID Women's Champions, I say Shazza McKenzie's name, Lady Luck teaming alongside a great friend and partner and sparring mate in Shazza McKenzie. Shazza McKenzie was actually one of Lady Luck's defenses of the WWID Women's Championship. Very fun reunion here for Lady Luck and Shazza here. And of course, we saw Shazza McKenzie during Pull Down Mania in that Las Vegas Boulevard Brawl, losing to the Versace of Violence, Nixie XS, with help from a freaking appearance by Blair Onyx. I was not expecting that, by the way, last night. Oh, man! And Frankie B and Kingsley immediately on the attack. As I said earlier in the WWE Showcase, Lady Luck, 10 years underappreciated experience, current WWID Women's Champion, and right now the opposition is taking full control here in the early going. Of course, Lady Luck and Shazza McKenzie, they are known as the Collab. They are the United Glory Tag Team Champions, actually. Great strategy, though, here by Kingsley and Frankie B, taking advantage here in the early going. And Shazza McKenzie also comes to us down under from Australia, 17 years involved in this game, trained by Madison and Ryan Eagles. Now Kingsley and Frankie B both bring up the arms of Shazza McKenzie. Ooh. And again, double boots now being applied here to Shazza McKenzie, who is literally being handcuffed by the wrists by both the opposition. Combination offense with the drop kick there. Foot up on the accordion. Matchbook cover. Kick out at 2 by Shazza. Confidence of that very like a years ago coming. I've been driving all of her body weight forward on that. Not sure if that was wise for her, honestly. And again, vicious chop. And right now, of course, Tag Team Wrestling 101 fully in play here as they isolate and dominate one half of the opposition, targeting Shazza McKenzie. And of course, as I said before, we're dealing with a lot of Australians here, actually, but Lady Luck being the only American, if you can believe it. Kingsley comes out also down under from Australia, trained by Madison Eagles and Robbie Eagles, the Sniper of the Sky, known as the Style Siren. And Shazza McKenzie right now trying to fight her way out of this. Oh! Got Toho in the second rope. And driving her leg into the back of the head of Shazza. As Kingsley right now is taking advantage here. And again, to the ropes to her advantage. Not taking it to the other side, but closer to her partner here. I'm not sure how wise that is. Now dragging her away. And a tag made to Frankie B. And Frankie B and Kingsley looking to continue to punish here, it looks like. Shazza just driving her boot into the throat of Shazza deep into the bottom rope as Lady Luck, of course, coming off that incredible war against Notorious Mimi literally about 2 hours ago on the WID Showcase, logging in her 10th defense now, WID Women's Championship. Oh, man! And cover now, planted face down, and Laynie with the same urgency breaks up the fall and saves her partner. And right now, again, though, she needs to get out of there because it's not helping her partner at this point, though, as Kingsley takes advantage. And Kingsley's got a little bit of a nasty, sour attitude if you haven't figured it out. And again, just clubbing away as Shazza McKenzie fights from underneath. Kind of ironic here as Frankie B and Kingsley once faced each other in a loser leaves match for a previous promotion. And so far working very well together as the referee right now is being distracted by Lady Luck and also by Frankie B as Kingsley takes advantage in the component in their corner. Again, I mean, it's smart strategy, though, to isolate Shazza McKenzie here at this point, though, right now, leaving one half of the collab out of play completely. Obviously, Lady Luck probably poses the biggest threat, and that's probably why they targeted her. Forearm strike now. Shazza fights out of the corner, heads to the takeover on Frankie B, and this is a critical moment for Shazza McKenzie to make the tag. Rose for a tag made on Lady Luck as the Lucha Unicorn is in. Follow through, running against the Guri, takes down Frankie B in a beautiful kip up by the 10-year veteran of the game and the current face of WID. And forearm back elbow exchange right now, clocking Kingsley and Frankie B. Frankie, though, catching the arm of Laynie, able to fend off Kingsley from going in, though, and Kingsley driven into a partner, Big Bill, DDT, Chin Theory. Now Laynie up with a cover on Frankie B. Gets a 2 counts. Not enough there off that combination offense. And tag made now to Shazza McKenzie. And now Shazza and Laynie looking for their double team move here. Oh, wait a minute. What's Kingsley, though, trying to prevent Laynie from going up to the top rope. Now Frankie taking advantage with Shazza with the fireman's carry. Laynie coming to the end of her partner. And both women kick to the midsection right now. Oh, man, drop face first goes Frankie B. Oh, it springs in with a short range bulldog. Follows in with a springboard crossbody, does Lady Luck. Double team offense on Frankie B. Hoisting her up and planet face down. And also on the knees of Shazza. Bang! Ass trigger. Now Shazza McKenzie with the cover and Kingsley with the save. Woof. And I'll tell you one thing. The collab was working. Great cohesion there. Looking for the code breaker, unable to connect. Now tossing the Shazza. Oh, it's a suplex to Kingsley. And again, looking for revenge here for that earlier onslaught, rising knee strike. Now Frankie B caught with a stunner, split leg stunner, Follow up by Lady Luck with a beautiful bulldog out of the corner. Now the cover, the 2 count. That is it. Shazza McKenzie and Lady Luck with a great win collaboratively. Lady Luck right now getting the jackpot, going 2 in a row in Las Vegas in the Luxor here, alongside a great friend and partner as they settle defense of the WID Women's Championship and a great tag team win alongside long-running mate in the business, Shazza McKenzie. Well done by the collab. And of course, you can look more at the collab in Glory Pro Moose Mania in Illinois if you want to learn more about them as a tag team. Currently, as again, they are United Glory Tag Team Champions. But still, a whole lot more action to come here tonight as we continue Ladies Night Out 16. All right, what's the next match? All right, what we got? What the world? Oh, boy. Sirena Vale has entered the fray to get ready for a triple threat tag team action here. I'm about to say Dracula's assistant, as she so eloquently calls herself, as you saw her literally sink her fangs into her opposition last night at Poder Mania. Oh boy. Definitely all confidence, though, at that dark demeanor. It's one of those things where I do wonder, she looks herself in the mirror, does he actually see any light inside that soul? But then again, we are out here in Las Vegas at night, so, it might be fitting that she, sucks the blood from her opposition here and upside down here in this early pre-match ritual. Comes to us from the NWA, 3 years involved in the game, trained by Paradox. And of course, has already been in the ring with the likes of Viva Van, Nikki Blackheart, and Kenzie Page, and Izzy Moreno on the losing side of that 6-woman tag in Portamania as well. As we wait here for the rest of the competition. And see who this is. And based on the size and attitude, I'm going to go on a limb and say this is Angelica Risk. Yep, that's exactly who it is. And of course, we also have Lady Leigh Laurel, who's also coming out here. What is Leigh holding? I can't tell what she's holding there. Looks like it's a self-proclaimed championship with the tiniest form of Oscar. Some sort of, well, I guess the triple threat that could probably be used as a weapon. About to say, I guess she likes to thank the Academy for this opportunity tonight at Ladies Night Out 16, but okay. Something about this tells me that she's going to make herself the point of conversation. Involved in the game now for a little bit under a year, known as the Detonator. Oh, wait a minute. And of course, we just saw her involved at Wrestling Open just last month. All right. Laynie Leigh right now in action tonight. We must have had a card change here, it looks like. But that's what happens sometimes. But this means there's a new opportunity for somebody else here. And Laynie Leigh right now gives me a bit of Joshi vibes here, it looks like. Have a great New Mexico. Spice in the game. There's an Angelica Risk. I was right. That's better. Spiciest woman in the game. All right. I thought that was an Angelica Risk. As we get ready for this triple threat match here between Leigh Laurel and Angelica Risk and Sirena Vale. So everything is still on point here. And Angelica Risk, of course, one of the shortest fires in the game, but never underestimate a firecracker. Involved in this for 5 years, trained by Glacier and QT Marshall. Oh my! Well, no sense of strength there. Immediately going for the attack. Miscommunication there with the forearm. Clocks Sirena Vale by Laynie lead. Now Angelica wrist taking advantage here. The Irish whip thrown off the ropes. Vale runs into the boot though. A sidestep. And now double cross body by Angelica wrist, wiping out her competition. And a double front face lock being applied here right now. And Sirena and Leigh getting advantage of Angelica with the double shoulder block. Or shoulder tackle, excuse me. I'm not sure how wise it was for Angelica wrist to try and double team two opponents taller than her at the same time. Ooh! Big high kick there by Sirena Vale. Looking to fall in here. Big forearm smash in the corner. And again, just teeing off against opposite opponents. Running cannonball right now. And Sirena Vale is showing what she brings to light in the darkness. Looking to follow through. Vale now. Whoa! Twisting senton drop on Angelica. And the Vipress probably immediately broken up by Leigh. And now Lady Leigh trying to take advantage here. And again, that Sirena was looking to bite her arm. Able to stop her though. Kick to the hamstring. Step in Zaguri. Rock Sirena. Again, falling through. Oh! That was a nice little modified kick to the head. Now Angelica out of the corner. With the crossbody and the cover, immediately pushed off the lateral press, though, by Lady Leigh. And now Leigh trying to take advantage here. Mr. No Good Driver hasn't done the deal. Talk about Mr. No Good, be proud. Kick out at 2 by Angelica wrist. Ooh. I love Lady Leigh right now. It's relentless nature here. This is great. Now, looking for a Lotus lock here. Trumping the arms behind her, but look at Sirena taking advantage with the headlock. Dual submissions applied here. Referee's discretion as far as either woman possibly tapping out. And Angelica with a reverse now that the gloves over and the kick out by Sirena at 2. Nearly caught there. And Vale trying to take advantage here. Pushed off to the ropes though. And Angelica wrist now in the clutches. Oh, 2 for 1 with the Bulldog DDT. Good grief. Impact after impact after impact. I'm not sure exactly who's got the advantage here at this point, it seems. And Dracula's assistant definitely giving this field a run for their money. And right now, all 3 went down as we have a point of reset here in this match. It's a fun night of Redlands Wrestling. That's all it is. It's just fun right now, and I love that. Even the commentary right now. And again, Dracula's assistant coming back to life. Big forearm here. Big uppercut being applied by Lady Leigh. And of course, Lady Leigh, also known as Laura, she's been involved in this game, like I said, for less than a year. 5'7", 161 pounds, background in bodybuilding. And again, right now, the step up by Angelica on Lady Leigh, catching Sirena Vale with a cold breaker. Man, has that move been used tonight or what? And look at the follow through. About Zay, everything's not hyped this weekend. So, you know what? That's probably accurate. And, I mean, it's a big match, you know? Big German suplex release. And, you know, we all watch all the wrestling as well. So, I mean, nothing but respect to you. And thank you again for falling in love with us tomorrow. And Tornado by Angelica wrist wiping out Lady Leigh. And Angelica wrist taking advantage here of the taller competitors every chance she gets here. Hooked by Sirena. Uh-oh. Stop! That Sister Abigail move as he drives Angelica wrist to the ropes. And uh-oh. Oh, taking a bite out of the neck. Now the fans are out with Lady Leigh, trumping the arm, possibly looking for a submission. Modified label lock here. Shades of Bryan Danielson. And the cravat applied. And that is it as Lady Leigh taps out Sirena Vale. Oof. Lady Leigh wins via submission as the detonator was engaged. And it hit the mark tonight, exploding on the scene against Sirena Vale and Angelica wrist. Getting the win as I welcome into the studio Jeff Mutter of the Meacham. Jeff, welcome back here as we cover Ladies Night Out 16. We just got done with another match here. Action is literally perpetually moving forward all up and down this card tonight as we just saw Lady Leigh get the win here in triple threat action.
How many matches have I missed? And I apologize for missing them.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 to my knowledge.
Jesus Christ, I am so sorry, brother. Oh my God.
That's all good. I mean, hey, I'm having fun, and Moral 503 has also been supporting us the entire time as we get ready for our next match here, as we just keep things rolling.
I appreciate the understanding, folks. We had a little bit of a family situation, but I'm here. Okay, see, when I left the room earlier, it said 2 a.m. Eastern. Now it says 1 a.m. here at the top of the screen. So we were bamboozled, by golly.
It happens, man. It's all good.
Oh well. That's Vegas, baby. Rock and roll. Well, I know the folks on Title Match Network have been giving them a hell of a show, and these girls are all definitely putting everything they can into everything they're doing. I am, again, proud to be a small part of a big deal.
And of course, right now we're covering first-time ever matchups here across the board. Here's another first-time matchup as the 5-star athlete she self-proclaims, Ruthie J, makes her way to the ring to take on standout of the TNA Knockouts division, Jada Stone.
Love us some Jada Stone in the TNA Knockouts division. Cool to see her out and about in the wrestling world.
I'm about to say, you always got to get those reps in, as you know, Jeff. I mean, again, you make every match your opportunity where you can.
Maximize your minutes. That works in wrestling, and it works in life, kids, if you let it.
And why am I hearing the Numa theme? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no, I got one better than that. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but at some point this week on social media, it was pointed out to me that it was the anniversary of the release of Hanson's Bop, and I'm like, oh, another buck.
God.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Of course, these two are no strangers to each other or this stage. Nope. Jada Stone and Ruthie J were part of Ladies Night Out last year in Fatal 5-Way, and Jada Stone picked up the win. So Ruthie J obviously looking for a little bit of revenge. Of course, Ruthie J comes to us 26 years of age, 5 years involved in the game, trained by Gain Grell, and has held the CCW Women's Championship, as why Jada Stone, known as the Spark, 22 years of age, 4 years involved in the game, trained out of Prometo Wrestling Academy. Previously was the ROW Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Maya World as they sparked the world as the current UPW Women's Champion. This first time our matchup gets underway.
I love seeing Ruthie. I had to get the name and really get a good look at her. I love seeing Ruthie out here, man. As you said, trained by Gangrel, very familiar with Ruthie. Happy to see her out and getting the reps in. David's very proud of her. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Of course, like you said, we're facing a TNA knockout here, and Jada Stone, who exploded on the scene last month at Sirena by showing what she could do against Tasha Steelz and Mustafa Ali. Headlock takeover there by Jada Stone, dropping Ruthie J down to the mat. And Ruthie J, of course, was recently involved on TNA Impact, taking on Elena Black and also Myla Grace. Oh, wow. Look at this. An athlete here, just a head scissors lock up while doing a push-up and a flex for added insult.
But you gotta get an insult in, you know.
I mean, you gotta look good while doing it, I suppose, right? I mean, if you're gonna call yourself the 5-star athlete or the gold standard, you gotta back up your value.
That's valid.
Jada Stone, the Irish Whip, turned around, and Ruthie J sent to the outside of the ring. Now Jada Stone looking to follow through with the baseball slide. And of course, we are out here at the Luxor, where you know, Jeff, as well as I do, there's nothing but concrete out there. Jada Stone, oh man, got caught before the tope.
She did.
And about to say, saying that she's smart and athletic, as he literally rips Jada down by her braids.
Golly, man.
Oh no. That was a knife. That was a chop.
Yeah, a little bit. Ruthie's feeling. Oh, and again.
Yeah, you saw like Jada Stone was trying to fight her off, though, and that didn't work well in her favor.
Yeah, not so much.
Almost hurt her own hand there, it looks like.
Right?
Now bringing Jada Stone back inside the ring, but again, drop back in the crowd gives Jada Stone critical time to bounce back in this match here, though. Falls inside. X Factor, roll in.
Beautiful Rolling Thunder to an X Factor. That was sweet there by
Jada.
Jada.
The far leg. It's a 2 count.
Can't wait that long to get a cover on somebody like Ruthie. Just got to get on it.
Well, I'm about to say, Ruthie and Jada Stone, as you talked about before, exploding on the scene, by the way. And more saying, shout out to the Brood. of course, one of his favorite themes. Again, that theme is a banger. I completely agree. You're not going to get no argument from me. You're freaking kidding me.
Dude, I am so glad that Gangrel can still use it in the Indies. Wow, that was... You know what that was? That was disrespect. She barely grazed her on the second one, and it still made an impact. And now she just prancing before she goes through this cover.
About to say, deep look at the leg, though. But to your point, this is nothing more but just adding insult to proverbial injury right now to Jada Stone. Almost like underestimating her.
But
again, at the end of the day, you can show up all you want, but you got to win. Now following through with the German suplex. And, oh, God. Landed face first. Almost like freaking blinded shock. Cover, deep hook of the land. 2 counts.
That particular version of the Falcon Arrow or the suplex has been used so much. I've seen here recently. Like a lot of people are adapting that version of the of that signature hold. Excuse me. Jesus Christ,
it feels more just like a big old face buster where you just drop your foot on the mat or a modified flapjack.
And again, you can go through all the training you want. You know, you're trained in the business to flat back no matter what situation. If you fall in the grocery store, you're flat backing. But belly flopping is belly flopping, and that's a motherfucker.
Domino stretch now being applied here by Ruthie.
And again, more work on. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, there you go, Ruthie. Smack her for that. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man, just ripped her down by her hair.
I don't know how smart it was. Fired Ruthie up, but to Jada's credit, she fired right back. And now we're getting a little full of ourselves here, Miss Stone.
I mean, let's be honest here, Jeff. Ruthie has been full of herself since the start of this match. Got toe hold, though, by Jada Stone. Now Jada looking to take advantage here with a big kick to the shoulder blades. I can imagine how that feels, especially against the second rope when you don't see it coming. Now,
no.
Jada off. Eats an elbow.
God.
That's back with a chop. These two women are just hitting each other mean and hard, and I love it. Big forearm. Shot after shot. And right now they're just teeing off against each other here, just wailing each other, laying it all in. Now Jada getting the belly exchange, pushed off though by Ruthie. Runs through her with the lariats.
And again,
I said, you're not the spark. You see what happens. She brings the dynamite. Cartwheel escape off the attempted DDT takeover in the corner. Gets the boots up. Oh, the rebound kick.
Man. Again, you don't make a knockouts division. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Split leg moonsault.
Oh,
cover. Beautiful. 2 and kick out.
No.
As you were saying. Wow.
I was going to say, with these should be something, you don't make it into the TNA Knockouts division or through Gangrel's training without being tough. And the pair of them are, my goodness.
And no kidding. And now Jada Stone with the hand. Spring, back, flip, up. Now caught in the weights up by Ruthie J. Looking for the counter roll. Deep roll up 2. Oh, the deadlift. Part of the chaos free. Back elbow strike as Jada Stone fights for her life. Ducks underneath though. And now the Northern Light super for the bridge. High on the toes 2 and kick out. That was pretty.
Again, just like all weekend, these people are kicking out and rebounding from moves that, any other time of year, any other week of the year, they're down in them. Everybody here has their adrenaline, has their focus heightened exponentially. They are on a stage that only comes around once a year.
Yeah, exactly. And Clement shot here as Ruthie J is looking to leave a lasting impression in her second Ladies Night Out appearance in the first singles match of Ladies Night Out. Possibly sending a message towards Jasmine Laura if she still leads the Ladies Night Out championship. Still to come tonight, I believe I would pick our main event. Now up and around, taking over to the DDT. Beautiful DDT by Jada Stone.
I would think that 3-way with Jazz as referee is going to be the main event. I mean, that's a pretty big marquee situation. Yeah,
no kidding. And right now, big situation. You have a Jada Stone that capitalizes. Ruthie J is on the outside. Those smart awareness by the challenger. And and just crawling her way across these concrete floors, probably getting her bearings and being dropped on her head.
Is it concrete or is it tile?
Oh man! Whatever it is, they just both crashed on it with Jada Stone's moonsault, picture perfect, wiping out Ruthie J.
I love wrestling. I love the current crop of women's wrestlers in the world, but that moonsault.
And spring, God stunner!
Oh man!
Look at both flags too, and that is it. Jada Stone with the win. As the spark connects.
That was so good. So I will say what I was saying was, first of all, the camera work definitely helped there. I want that finish. I will say that.
Yeah, no kidding.
The good stuff. But that moonsault, we see Charlotte do it all the time, where she goes to the, goes out to the floor and lands on her feet, and it still makes the impact. I think that's so dangerous. But then I go through the thought process of, if they're doing a moonsault proper, they're they're going, torso to torso and both, landing flat. That's exponentially more dangerous. So the fact that people like Charlotte Flair, like Jada, can pull off a moonsault like that and land on their feet, the level of these athletes is just ridiculous. Oh, who's that with Veda?
I lost the name. Oh, well, get ready for our next match here. I can't even figure out whose name's on the commentator. Just gotta get ready for the next match. Not wasting no time. We're just gonna keep going. It's gonna keep streaming along. We're just gonna keep streaming along, I guess.
Whoever she is, I want her on the commentary team with us going forward. My goodness.
That's Sue Young. Oh,
and
no.
There's that shirt we saw last night. The PWO shirt.
Yep. And her undead WO. Oh my Lord! Look at this foursome.
This is gonna be something.
Well, I just want to put this out here. The team is Sue Young, Lindsay Snow, and Tara Sepp. And I don't know who the fourth person is, but clearly we got a little bit of a dangerous, violent, undead insurance in what's being called the PWO, it looks like.
Whoever they are, I will sign up for life.
You might not have a choice.
This is probably, hey, that's okay too.
Like a friggin' Charles Manson video. Good grief. Or Marilyn Manson, excuse me. But then again, one was a certified. I'm not going to bring that up. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, now we're about to have fun. It's about to get real here, because here comes Puppy in Hand, Hollywood, Haley J, Gypsy Mac, and Mickey Knuckles.
It fucking tickles me that Mickey Knuckles is still wrestling. I love that so much.
I'm about to say, how far does Mickey Knuckles goes back with you, Jeff?
Oh God, it was so. Our ring announcer friend of mine, Ben Thomas, met up with her this week, and I was like, oh God, she's still in the business.
And Mickey Knuckles coming to us from
so it's been a minute.
Yeah, but to your point, also involved in Juggalo Championship Wrestling. 22 years involved in this game, trained by Chris Hero, known as the Redneck Woman. And right now we got Hollywood Haley J. I'm just saying Haley J for the short peek of it. Haley J and company right now in the ring. Very curious to see what dynamic kicks things off here. Good grief almighty. And I went, well, I don't need to think about it, because there they go.
There you go.
PWO taking advantage, really going.
Can we get somebody in the world if you're Jesus? Somebody in the chat can give us information what the P stands for. I have a pretty good idea, but I just want to make sure before we guess and don't say it on the air.
I'm about to say, I don't see the bottom of that shirt, so your guess is as good as mine here. And right now, Haley J taking advantage. Sue Young is driven the outside. Now Gypsy Mag looking to follow through right now, picking up speed with a tope suicida, wiping out the undead bride.
That's fair.
And again, non-stop action here. Lindsay Snow right now is in the ring. I haven't seen this extremist in a long time. Big pump kick, though. Oh, God. Blow through Larry with the rebound. Wiping out Haley J. About to say, I don't know if that's real blood or fake blood on the undead bride. Went for the baseball slide. Now Haley J and Lindsay Snow. They might want to move the crowd out of the way. I'm just saying, because I don't think they're going to keep this match in the ring.
Pro wrestling and other.
Suplex on the floor. Well, I mean, you would know, Jeff, being a former freaking promoter.
Well, no, I just Googled it. Yeah, ladies, it's pro wrestling and other, and it's like, is it Sue Young, Tara Sepp, Lindsay Snow? Doesn't say who the fourth person is. I'm definitely curious who it is.
It might be a new recruit for all we know, honestly.
I'm saying I'm gonna be an analyst and do the research.
Please, I mean, again, if you find out, I would love to know. It looks like right now that so much is happening right now. We got action on the outside, action on the inside. I believe that is Tara Sepp inside the ring. Now, what is she looking for here? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh. No.
Yeah, right now, Tara Zepp literally on her back. Oh, boy. This is not going to end well. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Cannonball in the corner to Mickey Knuckles.
My goodness.
Yeah, about to say, your girl got crushed.
Yeah, a little bit.
On the cover, 2. Count only. Lindsay Snow and Haley J. Looks like they're still fighting. Oh, God, what a spine buster. Planted. Is this like freaking tornado tag? Like, who the frick's legal? I guess
this is the clusterfuck. Oh, no, wait. That's later the weekend.
I mean, it's sort of a clusterfuck if we're being honest here. I mean, we don't know who's legal. We don't know everybody. And all I know right now is the PW is taking control here. And Mickey Knuckles is getting on the back. Go for the eyes. Not a smart strategy here, honestly. Now, Mickey Knuckles pushing up. Oh, look at Haley J taking that seat in the audience. I can't say I don't blame her. I mean, you don't got to be involved in the time match. You just got to be involved in the decision, right? And hopefully on the winning side, right? That's the way wrestling works, right?
In theory, absolutely.
Oh, God.
That was not theoretical. That was factually fucked up.
Yeah, in fact, matter. The cover, 2. Got her.
That was an interesting pin.
That's it.
Jesus.
Okay. Good Lord Almighty.
There you go. All right. Well, we're here, folks.
A very raw victory, it looked like there.
Yeah.
I say Haley talking with Gypsy, and Haley was just, sitting around. She wasn't in there helping at all.
Hey,
I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Hey, that was quite cheeky of her, though. I will say that.
Well, how about Mickey Knuckles for that matter? It seems like to me she turned on her team. I think that she became part. He might have been the last one PWO. I don't know.
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it?
I mean, hey.
She's not sticking around for the post match, though.
Seems like she fits this mold. Oh, okay. Now where they're going. Someone get out of the way. About to say, yeah, but just let them move up on the way. Like, seriously.
JJ, if you're in that direction, run. Saying.
I don't know if he can, honestly.
He ought to try.
Well, okay.
Seriously, who is this girl in the middle? Like, I want to know who it is.
Well, we're going to move on to our next match here. Maybe we'll learn at a different time.
That's not Harley, is it? No.
That's not her. I know it's not her. All right. Who we got?
Who that is? Oh, okay.
Let's see what we got here. Ah, yes, the WWE ID prospect, everyone's favorite anime girl.
Yes, saw her earlier.
The main character, Airica Demia, and this will be up against Steph Delander for the ACW Women's Championship for the first time ever as we move into championship action here. And like you said, Jeff, we just saw Airica Demia, of course, on the WID showcase.
And we saw her at the end of the show giving Laynie Lux something to think about. So she could walk out of here with Steph's championship and then give Laynie even more to think about as this weekend progresses.
Very possible. And like I said, Airica Demia has already done so much in her young career.
There's Steph. There's our girl. I love me some Steph Delander. Cheers to Steph, man.
Airica Demia, 21 years of age, 3 years involved in the game, trained by Ethan Chase at Palmetto Wrestling Academy. And as she looks for her next championship accolade, she's already currently the Spark Joshi Pacific Champion, HCW Women's Champion, and IGB Super Champion, and has held 6 different world championships so far in her young career.
It is so funny. It's not funny. It's actually pretty fucking cool. I remember watching as a kid and hearing the stats about Leon White, Vader, talking about having held 9 world championships across 6 continents.
Right.
And that was over a long career. These people in indie wrestling now and people that are coming from the indies into WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, AEW, They're all holding championships across the world, man. I don't know if there's a forbidden door anymore, but if it is, it's off the hinges, and I love it.
Now, wait a minute.
Love
Steph to land with a microphone.
Oh, shit. Steph's cut talking. This is never good.
Yeah. Y'all seen her track record. Last year, man, she didn't get to wrestle because she was injured. Let's not forget that. That's right.
Yeah, it's fair.
She's right here in this ring doing what I do best. And kudos to her, man. Mad respect. Stand out from Australia.
She's got some big stuff coming up this weekend, too.
That's fact. We're going to beat this stupid anime. All right.
If she just said, ooh, you know it, I'd have popped.
I'm just going to leave that alone. The bell rings and we're officially underway for this matchup. And again, don't underestimate Airica Demia. Of course, she was able to your point, beat her opponent, of course, with that heart scar. That heart scar can't be very well can have a new ACW Women's Champion. Steph Delana, by the way, is the second ACW Women's Champion for Awesome Championship Wrestling after taking the title from Indy Hartwell.
That's right.
And J-Rod in a triple threat. Right now, look at the way that Airica, though, grabbing the wrist, you were saying.
I'm just saying, I'm glad that Steph didn't let whatever happen in TNA. We don't really know everything, folks. Let's be real.
No, exactly.
Get her down, and she's still pushing forward. I am looking forward to seeing who and Mance end up having to deal with as the mystery opponent partner in the tag match later this weekend. And if it's PCO, may God help Steph.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say. And that's a fair shout, by the way, as Airica ripped down by the more powerful Steph DeLander here. Of course, Steph DeLander, 29 years of age, 5'11", 187 pounds, 9 years involved and trained by Mazzini. Goes Airica with the escape, though, and a nice up kick to Steph DeLander's jawline here. A kick forward, and Airica following through. Airica right now reminds me a little bit of energy of Bailey and the probably the super crazy of AJ Lee with her demeanor. Let's not forget AJ Lee is a huge anime fan as well. So Airica might be on AJ Lee's radar for all we know. Who's going into WrestleMania defending the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. Steph DeLander going to the outside, though, as of course, title's going to his hands via pinfall submission inside the ring.
Absolutely. And Steph knows that better than anybody. She's a pro. She's almost 10 years in. She knows what's up.
This is also Steph DeLander's ladies' night out. First ever ladies' night out, might I add.
Walking in as a champion.
And right now, hoisted up in the electric chair position is Airica. Steph DeLander walks around with her challenger. Oh, drops her face first on the apron.
My word. That was... Oh, well, all right then.
Well, I mean, statement made. Enough said. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Airica, of course, in her third ladies' night out, was involved last year in a fatal four-way after Brittany Books beat her, Emily J, and Izzy Moreno. And right now, camera work here. Oh, geez, just driven to the opposite side. And Steph DeLander, being aware of the referee's 10 count, clearly looking to exert more punishment on the outside here.
Hey, it's a vet move. You roll out, break the count, or roll in, break the count, roll back out, dole out the more punishment.
Oh, no, that might have busted a hand, though, and paid for it dearly. As Airica takes advantage with a chop to the chest and a knee, though, by Steph DeLander. And again, back in control immediately. Must have avoided full-on collision with the ring post with her hand, bringing Airica back inside. Now Steph.
Lucky.
Yeah, seriously, took advantage and boot just to the shoulder blades. And to Airica right now, needs the fight from underneath, hoisted up by Steph, possibly looking for a German suplex. Now crossing the cover, back press, look at the near leg to retain. Yeah, it's a 2 count.
Not yet.
At this point, she's just wearing her down. And like I said, the unfamiliarity 100%. With these two, first time ever one-on-one matchup. I mean, if you underestimate your opponent by their colorful, bubbly anime demeanor, you might get caught off guard and be surprised. The Irish women, the accolades speak for itself. And again, no offense to Steph DeLander, who, sidewalk slam, and the cover. Here we go. Hook of the far leg gets a 2 count. Steph DeLander herself, though, of course, has had her own fair share of championship accolades. So again, the tape is very fair with both here. Steph DeLander, of course, former Premier, WSW, newly pro, MCW, and VP Women's Champion. Again, 6 different Women's Championship World accolades, much like her opponent.
I love it. I love that everybody is getting so many opportunities. And you mentioned AJ Lee. You know, a lot of people are talking about, you know, including her in her own promo, talking about her. Damn. And her positioning in WWE and in wrestling created so many opportunities for so many women. How awesome is it for you?
Leg and a 2 count. Continue.
And the team to get to call an AJ Lee WrestleMania match.
I mean, hey, like I said,
so happy for you, brother.
I'm pretty sure I said emphatically, and I quote, the fucking woman in a Divas era.
I love it. I love it.
And of course, folks, stay tuned as we will cover WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday, along with so much more GCW and Japanese wrestling ahead this entire WrestleMania weekend. And she's ripped down by her hair. Okay, come on. You're not going to pin her like that.
And
that's just disrespectful.
To Noah's doctors, if you're watching, we promise we're going to let him sleep on Tuesday. We promise.
What is Tuesday? Shoulder tackle right now by Steph DeLander to Airica in the corner, just driving her body through the midsection of little Airica here.
Tuesday is oh, you're NXT.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't work Tuesdays. The back elbow strike. Right now, Airica looking to follow in. Gets the boot up, though. Stops Steph DeLander from coming into the corner. And follow through. Gets out of the way. And critical chance for Airica here to try and figure out some sort of offense to take down Steph DeLander. Following through with these forearms, beating Steph to the punch and the lariat.
Oh, my goodness.
I was about to say, never count out a tiny in a fight. Knife edge chop. Now catching Steph DeLander off guard with that discus elbow.
Oh,
chin. And arm wringer applied. Oh, it's a little bit soap food action.
Nice.
Eat the feet. And using her arm to her advantage with the net breaker. Now this time, bat press with the far leg. And nearly a new awesome women's champion.
Another Hall of Famers finisher there with Eddie to feet. Shout out to Gail Kim.
And of course, the standard bearer for the alternative in women's wrestling. That was the Knockouts division back in 2008.
Is that not crazy? That was 2007. They had the first Knockouts champion. Jesus.
Yeah. And I look at the Knockouts division now, and I'm just going to leave it alone. And right now, push to the second rope. And Airica right now, they caught in the waist lock of Steph DeLander. And again, Airica finding back here. Back elbow strikes, trying to create separation. Goes off the ropes. And oh, man. Steph falls over that elbow. And Airica falls on the elbow roll to the opposite side. Look at this right now. Both women keeping up with each other.
Jesus.
Cover 2 and kick out by Airica. 2.5. Oof.
God, this is getting hot and heavy here.
Yeah, I mean, Steph DeLander certainly thought that she had it there. And right now, it's not over yet. Now hoists it up in the fireman's carry. Airica, though, needs to fight out of this, though. To preserve her chances, push Steph DeLander in the corner. Oh, and another elbow turning Steph completely sideways with the turnbuckle.
Golly, man.
Chin in the jaw, looks like. What is this? No way. There is no way. Oh, wait a minute. Tugging the head. Oh!
Shit. How's your face, Steph?
Yeah, literally, protect your cheeks. Cover 2 count only of that full-on forward fist into Steph DeLander's face.
And Airica's just livid at this point, but she's firing up here.
And she might be channeling for the heart scar. And Steph DeLander able to duck out of the way. Oh, it turns her down with that big boot. After one for your face wasn't enough. In the fireman's carry. The Steph DeLander cover 2. That's it.
What a humiliating pin. Cheeks in the cheeks. That's vicious.
Well, that's one way to make a connection. Steph DeLander is still the NCW Women's Champion, though, regardless. And, of course, that was her first defense. And, of course, like we talked about before, and like she said, a year away from the injury, finally back to competing on her first Ladies Night Out, and was able to walk out still with her title. I don't think it's the last time we're going to see Steph DeLander on a Ladies Night Out stage, that's for sure. I would say, devastating impact. Woofa.
I am going to Google who this is because it's going to bug the shit out of me.
I can tell here. Probably
sorry, it's morbidly curious.
It's fine. I mean, I get it. As we continue action here tonight at Ladies and Out 16 for our next match. Scheduled for one fall. Oh boy. What we got?
Well, I know an AJ Francis, Google. You a lie.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting ready
you know what?
More
it might be
here.
Barbie Hayden. It might be Barbie Hayden.
It's entirely possible.
I recognize the face. That's the only reason I'm like, okay, hang on.
Oh, Miranda Alizé and Nixon Newell to get ready for tag team action, taking on Raylan and Danny Moe. And these two women pretty much have gone to business for themselves as a tag team, of course, as we know.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And Nixon Newell, of course, teaming up with Miranda Alizé since Nixon Newell was released from a previous life. And both in the ring and outside the ring. Let's not forget, folks, there's much more than just a duo inside the ring, in case you don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Taking on for the first time ever, Dynamite Danny Moe and Raylan. This should be a fun.
So good to see. People were on Nixon's case a lot for what she said post WWE, but I'm glad she's still in the business.
Well, sometimes when you go for your dream and it doesn't, treat you the way you hope, it almost destroys you. You never come back from that nightmare. And right now we have Raylan and Dynamite Danny Moe making their way in. First ever tag matchup here, and they're bringing the energy here. I like it.
I'm digging the energy, absolutely.
I like this dynamic, honestly.
Yes, absolutely.
It looks like Raylan here and Alejandra Quintanilla are also having fun here. Sometimes you just gotta, live life to the fullest. You just gotta enjoy what you are and what you have.
So forgive me, I'm going back and checking out posts from earlier. SoCal Val was on the ring announcing for Progress?
That's correct.
Oh man, I missed Val. Now I'm pissed.
Oh,
that's my buddy.
I know, Jeff.
That's my buddy.
Yeah, right. So, of course, we'll get ready for this tag team match again. Actually, folks, like I said, cards that you change. This is Miranda Alizé Nixon Newell taking on Raylan and not Danny Moe. That is, of course, La Leona Alejandra Quintanilla. Alejandra Quintanilla bringing that Latino heat tonight.
I love it.
Let's see, with Alejandra gets to square off with the Lucha Baddie. It looks like that's how we're going to kick things off here. About to say, it looks like she took a second, though, to think about this. Just to log up an Alizé, of course. Like I said, Lucha Baddie, a standout of the business, coming off a win, of course, against Carolina Cruz at Puerto Mania, driving Leona down by her afro. An Andrade takeover, of course, Alejandra Quintanilla, one of the first wrestlers to rise out of the El Salvador area. Oh, man. About to say, springboard out of the corner with the deep arm drag in the better. Miranda Alizé, a beautiful kip up with a little bit of flash and flare. Or should I say fire and flavor?
There you go. There you go. I see what you did there.
Yeah, wait a minute. I think she wants more Alizé, but looks like Alizé might be wanting to bring in her Violent Romance tag team partner. And yes, that's the name of their team, folks. Violent Romance. As Nixon Newell comes in.
Here for it.
And so comes in Raylan. All right, so now we got Raylan, of course, who previously challenged for the MPX Women's Championship against Abaddon. Squared up against Nixon Newell for the first time ever in the stiff Continental tie-up. Underestimated technicians of the ring, in my opinion. The girl with the shiniest wizard, inspired, of course, by Kane.
Absolutely. No, I am
going to be inspired by.
Yeah. How do you not be inspired? Oh, here we go. We're just dancing. We're doing our thing.
Okay,
we're firing up. We're firing up.
Well, how fitting, considering somebody literally is a fan of freaking, And right now, really back to doing what she loves. Raylan, 37 years of age, 12 years involved in the game, trained by Al Snow and Nick Morris, known as the Miley Cyrus of professional wrestling.
I see that. Okay, I see that.
I figured you would.
Well, she's
current Wrestle Women's champion. If you know, folks. Current previous MCW and IWC and DFW women's champion. Now, once again, tying herself up with Nixon Newell. Nixon Newell, though, not leaving her base. And Nixon Newell looking to square up against Ray Lynn. Ray Lynn asking for it, gets the shorter block, and infusively the vertical base. Looks like both of these women here might get a little bit insane. Now follows up off the ropes. Nixon Newell keeping that speed. Runs through Ray Lynn, who keeps up, though. Immediately, oh my.
Hey,
show off. Why not? It's ladies' night out.
O'Connor, you got it flaunted in Vegas, baby.
I mean, I'll say you got 70+ female talent. One of them's got to at least show a little bit more than what they do, I guess, and what they bring to the table. Nice cigarette to Harris. Drop kick. Rocks Nixon Newell. And it heads in the corner. And
well, all right.
Back it up. Oh, my.
Why is she so resistant to it?
Giving herself a face pull.
Why are you mad?
Right now, I was like, oh!
Well, that would probably hurt.
And again, right now, literally giving it to both Miranda and Nixon Newell in the corner. That's not twerking, but okay.
This is why some women wrestlers need stunt doubles. I volunteer.
Jeff!
What?
Tag made. Jeff, you freaking idiot. Irish whip and Nixon Newell. Double elbow strike. Seriously, man.
I'm a lonely old man. You shut your
mouth. These two literally at the part in the USA, it feels like, dropping the elbows to Nixon Newell. And a tap man to Miranda Alice. Again, both of these women having fun tonight with the double drop toe hold. Oh! Cheek to cheek impact against Miranda Alice. Now the cover by Alejandra and a kick out at 2.
No. Oh, no.
This match is breaking me, I fear.
Oh, it shall.
If not this match, I think you all slowly are. Oh, and the rake by the claws.
Dude, if that is not a situation where you're doing it because they like it, that's fucked up.
Accurate.
Raking on the back is either the best thing or the absolute meanest thing. Oh.
Right with that drought kick off the blind tag of Mr. Wells once again. Legal now the cover on Alejandra Cadilla gets a 2 count.
I think Nixon's
works for Major League Wrestling. Go ahead, Jeff.
I think Nixon's shorts hurt. I'm guessing based on pose. Her shorts hurt.
I mean, it really depends how you look at it. Laliona, of course, train out at DFW All Pro Wrestling Academy.
Yes.
Cazadora take over Tierras by Miranda Jose, assisted by Nixon Newell in her violent romance tag partner. Runs in with the elbow.
Golly.
Running uppercut, in the snapmare. Miranda immediately just stand on the attack. Oh, come on.
That was fucking rude.
I mean, we are talking about the Lucha Baddie here. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
And right now, Alejandra dragging Miranda Jose. Comes out with a headbutt, though. Good grief. And now driven into Nixon Newell in their corner. Man, I mean, again, sometimes the best weapon, if not your partner, it's your own body. Now, Nixon Newell just tagging herself and then just driving the boots into Alejandra. Good grief. Just driving
stomping the mud hole in her and walking it dry. God damn.
Former RCW Women's Champion, DFW All Pro Tag Team Champion alongside Maya World is Laliona. And again, Ray Lynn is not helping her partner here at all as the double team is coming into play. But you hear the audience right now apparently is not enjoying this double team affair as well. I think we all know who the audience enjoys. Now, draft toward center in the cover of the far leg. It's a 2 count.
Well, if her partner would just find her way back home, Laliona wouldn't be in so much trouble.
That's probably a fair point. A double Irish whip. Oh, drop toe by Miranda Jose.
Damn.
Big PK by Nixon. Now the cover. Laurel press with the far leg. It's a 2 count. And really, then, since emergency almost got involved there.
No, I think she kicked her in the titty. That was not okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say. That was a stiff kick in a very sensitive part of the human body, probably.
That was a blow to the boob. That was rude.
And Nixon Newell trying to show off here, mocking Alejandra Quintanilla and Ray Lynn and their bubbly personalities. Oof. And again, the aggressive nature of Nixon Newell. Definitely shining forward here. Big up yours. Miranda Jose falls in, though, with the running elbow. Full velocity. Nixon Newell falls in. Kind here with her own running uppercut. Sits out the legs. Watch out. And
another Vegas.
Oh, man.
God damn, dude. I was gonna say they're Vegas drive-by, but they just keep running into her.
Cover with the far leg. Yeah, literally. Good grief. This is not traffic. This was just literal perpetual motion.
It is. Just I would say it was a train, but that's a whole other context in some parts of the world. So I'm like, I'm good.
And right now, Alejandra needs to make a tag to her partner. The Irish whip on Miranda Alizé. Wait. Oh, the ropes. Gets the boots up now. Alejandra.
She's right there.
Reverse sing blade. And again, Instinct Man took over there, Jeff. But to your point now, critical moment for Alejandra to make a tag in this match. Miranda Alizé is laid out.
Dude, Raylan wants to go in there and wreck shit, dude. Like, get in there, man.
Yeah, Ray's going to come in here soon enough and wreck shop if she gets the tap. And right now, I'll say it's crawling towards her corner as well. Both teams need to make the tag right now. Referee starting a standing 10 count here. And a tap made Ray Lynn, a tap made Nixon Newell.
It's hot tag time.
And all things now are blonde and legal. I've got a kick. Sweep out the legs. Wow, Ray Lynn, great combination here. Looking to follow up. Whoa! Driving for the meteor. Did look at the single leg. It's a 2 count. Didn't hook both legs there, though.
Nope.
Definitely brings a lot more of that, a spontaneous personality, though, that definitely resembles a Miley Cyrus. Oh, gosh.
I was going to say, far less Hannah Montana here and far more crazy Miley here at the end of the match here.
Crossbody now in the cover. Hook of the leg. And Alizé with the save.
And I'm sure when JJ watches back, he'll point out to me that she's got the old Mighty Ducks gear of purple and teal, much like Sol Ruka had at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, right. Freaking everything's bringing down now. Headbutt, hook kick, bump kick,
freaking
kick, and all 4 women down.
Dude, damn. Nixon took that one on the chin, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Of course, that ripcord rising knee lift by Miranda Alizé clocked freaking Alejandra Quintanilla.
Yes.
The wear and
tear. Everybody's down but the ref again.
The wear and tear of this match really showing on full display here right now.
Absolutely.
Again, Ray Lynn and Nixon Newell, though, are legal. Let's keep that in mind. Nixon Newell and Ray Lynn are legal. They both make towards center.
It's Vegas. How much is really illegal?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's right with Vegas. Everything's legal.
Yeah, and that's the scary part. Miranda Alizé coming to the aid of her partner in more ways than one. Right in the eyes of Ray Lynn. And now Alejandra Quintanilla, the sidestep. Caught with a double super kick by the Violent Romance. And now the waistlock applied. Look at that ripcord. Oh, man, into a cutter. Oh,
and now look at
the shy ass wizard.
Dude.
And cover 2. That's it.
Again, she hits her finisher. Fundamentals. Hooks both legs. Sits on the torso. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah, sudden finishing impact there by Violent Romance with that combination offense. Quick to the finish. Miranda Alizé, Nixon Newell with the win tonight at Ladies Night Out 16.
Not going to lie, I hope she is selling, because otherwise she's hurt in a really bad spot.
Well, I mean, she got clocked face first. I was surprised she was freaking hurt.
I understand that. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Barbie Hayden. She's just got brunette hair. Barbie looks better than ever. Good grief. Sorry.
No, you're
fanboying there.
Oh,
here we go.
Who's coming our way?
Speaking of fanboying, here she comes.
It's a triple threat match for the Ladies Night Out Championship. And it's everyone's favorite BFF coming out first. Literally a story in the journey still being written. Izzy Moreno.
And if the timestamp on the side is true, it will be the main event because we're getting close to that the top of that 3rd hour. So
I'm about to say, I mean, Izzy Moreno, like you said, a huge chance to make history here tonight at Ladies Night Out. And about to say, now we got the Rosa Negra making her way to the ring. Also a person very familiar with La Mera Mera, Fonda Rosa.
Absolutely.
La Dora, of course. Izzy Moreno, for those that don't know, 18 years of age, only 2 years in the game, a background in jiu-jitsu, trained out of the Fighting Spirit Academy, taught by the Grizzly Young Veterans and the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and hybrid school of wrestling out of Texas by Chris Marvel and Sofunaki.
Dude, that's a hell of a trainer resume. Jesus.
And of course, top tier, the face of Ladies Night Out and Title Match Network. Jasmine Allure makes her way to the ring to defend the gold that she won back at Ladies Night Out 14.
got put through the ringer yesterday to walk into this match still champion after last night's Put Air Mania. So
yeah, no kidding. I was
can
saying, that
she
was a hell of a
repeat the
match right
feat?
there.
Oh,
Well,
damn. Well,
again, Jasmine and Laura don't give a damn what you think. She knows what she is. She is top tier. Trained out of AAPW Wrestling School by Ray Campos and Steve Areno. I mean, that's kind of what you expect from Jasmine and Laura. Just call it what it is, all right?
Jasmine and Laura don't have to give a fuck.
Listen, when you're the Ladies Night Out champion, and this is your stage, you've held that title for 502 days and 19 defenses, you got every reason in the world to be cocky as fuck.
What is happening? Oh, it's Jazz. I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, if the jazz music wasn't an implication enough.
I have it on mute, to be fair, so I can hear
That's fair.
Hear you. Oh, dude, I love Carly's hairstyle choice here. Look at her. Oh, man.
A living legend, per se, I would say, Jeff.
She is definitely on the list of matter of win for the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I definitely agree about that.
Oh, speaking of Hall of Fames, congrats to ODB. Bound for Glory this year, TNA Hall of Famer.
That was one of the only good things out of that pay-per-view, to be honest with you, but I also do agree about that.
We're not a fan of Rebellion, sir?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone. I said my thoughts. Anyways, we get ready for the triple threat. Again, special guest referee is Jazz. Again, this is Jasmine Allura's 19th defense of the Ladies Night Out Championship, won all the way back at Ladies Night Out 14 against Angelica Risk. Jazz holding up the gold, of course, as Jasmine Allura's track record includes Killer Kelly, Fallyn Gray, Kaya Titina, Saya Brookside, and of course, most recently, La Leona, Alejandra Quintanilla.
Dude, I have long advocated for there to be like a fan category of the WWE Hall of Fame, just like for the super fans. Right. Think about Izzy Moreno here. Not only a fan of the black and gold, but she's been able, she's a smart kid, been able to study the history of wrestling. She's in here challenging in a main event match, WrestleMania week, for a top tier title in ladies independent wrestling, and fucking Jazz is refereeing her match. Somewhere inside her, that little girl with the ponytail is losing her goddamn mind right now.
I feel like you got to make components here. Consider what's on the line. You got Rosa Negra not wasting no time here, taking both of her opposition. I say Izzy Moreno. Oh, man, just taking her down by her hair. Of course, Jasmine Allure beat La Rosa Negra for the MPW title back at Don't Fear the Reaper in 2021. I don't think La Rosa forgot about that either. Waistlock by Izzy Moreno, looking to hook up La Rosa. Now Jasmine Allure coming in, though. Wait a minute, a Dolo suplex by Izzy. And a cover. That's impressive. Jazz with a count. And the cover with the near leg on Jasmine. Unable to get the shoulders down for a one, though. But great show of strength here by young, bright, rising Izzy Moreno, of course. Disciplined by so many different disciplines in the business. Oof.
Oh. You just wanted to take that kind of blow to the gut, I guess. Jiminy, golly.
I mean, so Izzy Moreno was able to take advantage of a triple threat, though, at Put Air Mania. All the others work. So don't count Izzy Moreno out. We know that title can't change hands here. We could see an upset, honestly. Imagine the kiss. Oh, man. Some of the tits out of her mouth.
And right back at her, though. Oh, man.
Put the stick on it with that one. I think La Rosa Negra. We know how crazy La Rosa Negra is, by the way, folks, in case you're wondering.
Oh, just sitting there going, God damn, I'm glad I'm retired. Fuck this.
I'd say to your point, she's just a coach, and even then, I think she remembers how stiff the strikers were back then.
No.
And agility there being shown, and Jasmine Allure catching La Rosa Negra, though.
That was the best counter to that I've ever seen. That was fucking brilliant by the champion.
And of course, La Rosa Negra comes in here with 23 years of experience, and of course, is a former MPW champion, high-speed champion, and IWA Women's World Champion, but has never been the Ladies Night Out Champion. As Jasmine Allure has truly made this title and this platform her stage to impress.
That is so crazy.
The suplex, the cover, 2 count.
Her entire body of experience goes back 23 years. And I'm not trying to make Jazz feel old here if she ever watches this back, so sorry about this in advance. But my goodness, 23 years ago, Jazz was the women's champion going into WrestleMania.
That's right.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Victoria was going in.
Victoria, actually, because
Victoria was going in. But Jazz beat Trish at Backlash.
Now you got it.
The month after.
There
we go. But yeah,
right now,
Jazz was WWE Women's Champion as the Rosa Negra was starting out her career. Fucking It's a small world.
Bananas. You call what it is. Jasmine Laura's been the ladies night out champion now for 502 days as Rosa Negra misdirected into the chest of Izzy Moreno. Now La Rosa lining up Izzy and Jasmine, following through with the shoulder block in the corner. Good grief.
My
of course,
goodness.
Jasmine Laura follows Angelica Ritz and Janai Kai and Eva Lise as ladies night out champion. She is the 4th ladies night out champion in this title's history and this platform's history. And I would not want to argue with Jazz. I'm just saying. I don't care who you are.
Dude, I wouldn't want to argue with Jazz, just saying.
About Izzy Moreno caught with a big splash, stepped up like corner in the corner. And there's a Negra perpetual motion here in Fuego right now, driving her shoulder through Izzy and Jasmine. Both of them are trying to fight out there,
just trying to fight out of that.
Oh. And once Rosa Negra gets going, it's hard to stop her. Izzy Moreno was looking to stop her, though, but caught, though, the front face lock. And German suplex right now on Izzy.
Oh, man. Here we go again, just like last night.
Here. And about to say, we talked about the all-time greats. And again, look at the way she traps the arm, by the way, while crossing over as well. With her own version of Three Amigas, now floats over in the cover. 2 count, says Jazz.
And then, again, you talk about 23 years experience. Eddie Guerrero was U.S. champion 23 years ago.
And about to say, all the trends are falling forward to the next generation of professional wrestling.
I got you one better. Eddie and Chavo were in the tag team championship match at WrestleMania 23 years ago. So there you go.
Big shots, Izzy Moreno. Izzy Moreno, of course, who previously faced Jasmine Laura one-on-one, lost to her at Mission Pro Wrestling Point in 2023. Now up in the fireman's carry. Airplane spin. Oh, boy. Oh, a crash landing by the Rosa Negra. Now sits in the cover, hook on the leg. It's a 2 count. And the champion, of course, worst case scenario, not involved in these decisions.
Dude, Rosa, Jessica will punch you just because she can.
About to say, I don't know if La Rosa Negra wants to piss Jazz off. Again, not just the fancy referee. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, man, clocked. Again, Jazz.
That's what she.
I'd say she's going to let them fight. She's going to let these women fight, all right? She knows the importance of this championship. I'm just saying.
I was going to say, that's what Izzy gets for having respect for Jazz. I caught her in the face. Oh, that's ridiculous.
I was say, just stomping down. And
there you go.
Lord trying to come back.
Get her, Jasmine. Get her, Jasmine.
Reserve her championship. Jasmine Allure right now. And again, La Rosa Negra attacking the core. And Izzy Moreno getting out of the corner. Izzy, you might want to get out of the drop zone. I'm just saying.
I was going to say, I smell a tower here instead. Up here comes.
I think you might be on to something here. Tower of Doom comes crashing down for Jasmine Allure and La Rosa Negra. Izzy Moreno gets to regroup.
I'm not usually a fan of the Tower of Doom.
She knows how critical this is.
It's so easily set up, choreographed, but that looked pretty good.
No kidding.
That looked good.
Now, Jazz,
and as you said,
count.
And again, we're in a triple threat. Why are we counting? Just because all 3 of them happen to be down?
I would say so. As Izzy just got back up to her feet. Of course, Izzy Moreno coming off that Lone Stone Seminar Showcase hosted by her mentor, Bailey. And right now, Izzy Moreno trying to get the better of both competitors here. La Rosa Negra routes to the opposite corner and drives her shoulder through. Now rolls out. Now goes to the opposite corner and attacks the champion midsection first. Again, think about this young lady who started wrestling literally when she was 17 and won her first title before she was 18 from Mission Pro. Still holds that title, by the way. Of course, that's on indefinite hiatus. Izzy Moreno, though, up to the second, catching both for the crossbody. A critical moment here as Izzy goes for the cover on the champion. Gets a 2 count now. Immediately follows up for the cover of the Rosa Negra. Farley Cook gets a 1 count. The experience coming into play on both Jasmine Allure and La Rosa Negra, and the inexperience of Izzy Moreno at this stage might be showing signs of desperation and frustration. Oh, wow! Michinoku Drivers have done the deal on La Negra with the save. Almost
I will just say, right there. I am having moments like this. This young lady is 18 years old, right?
Yes.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah,
she's the same age as my son, and she could walk out of this with a major women's wrestling championship and a WrestleMania weekend event.
Jasmine Allure might stop that dead in its tracks. Not going for the cover, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Again, what is the Rosa Negra thinking here? I had a great chance, I think, to cover Jasmine and Laura. Even Randall right now has been left out of the equation. Now Jasmine, in the drop zone. Oh, for the splash. He needs nothing but canvas. Now Jasmine and Laura are going to follow through. Big cutter.
Big, important cutter at that, Noah. Following up. At least she's following up.
Wait a minute. She's throwing La Rosa Negra to the outside.
That was smart.
Here.
That was smart. Get rid of one of them.
The midsection, though, he's been around trying to take advantage, and again bumped into Jazz. Asking him, what the hell are you doing? Is he trying to apologize the second time now? Gets in the midsection, Jazz and Laura trying to take advantage with a lightning spiral. Schoolgirl roll up, and Jazz not counting.
What the hell, Jazz?
Again, the collision, and Jazz is a woman that you don't want to piss off. Now Izzy needs to focus here. Jazz and Laura takes advantage. Lightning spiral.
God damn it.
Along with their cover, and Jasmine are still the face of Leigh's night out.
That's not right.
No, it's not. Seriously. What the hell?
That
hurt me a little bit, not gonna lie. Well, regardless, top tier Gen C, Jasmine Laura still the face of Leigh's night out with a victory here at Ladies Night Out 16.
Okay.
Gotta say.
Why do we have to start and end the day with main events that are going to piss me off? What are we doing?
I mean, again, Izzy, though, like you said, a great opportunity. And again, she's going to continue to grow and flourish from here as Jasmine and Laura held this town now for 502 days across, like I said, 20 successful defenses.
So, whoa.
Time for our main event here as we got one match left.
Oh, we do have one match left. Okay, my apologies, everybody.
All right. Well, I mean, it only makes sense that we, of course, have arguably the biggest influence in Ladies Night Out history. Close festivities out for Ladies Night Out 16. And getting ready to square up. Let's level up with player one. It's time for Thunder Rosa versus Vert Vixen. Vert Vixen come off an incredible match against Rico out of the Super Strong Style 16 tournament. Unfortunately, on the losing end. We're going to square up with one of Texas' all-time greats. As I said here, Vert Vixen, the standout of the Texas independent wrestling scene. Vert Vixen, a very strong and imposing individual right here, showing a bit of a darker side as of late with her attitude.
Absolutely.
Might make her even more dangerous, honestly.
Well, I think Izzy just proved that you've got to get that killer instinct and that dark side because that cost her. That cost her the championship, having too much respect for Jazz.
Yeah, I agree. Respect only takes you so far in this business without you having a killer instinct when it matters the most.
This is valid, and I don't think there's very few people more respected than the lady we're seeing walking down those steps right now.
Yeah, to your point, La Mera Thunder Rosa, who was a pioneer for women's wrestling and the Texas wrestling landscape, and Latinas, of course. Thunder Rosa, 11 years of experience, trained by Matt Carlos and Dylan Drake, with a mixed background, of course, in MMA, coming to us from Tijuana. Of course, former AEW Women's World Champion, Warrior Wrestling Women's Champion, Shine, Inspire, Lucha Underground, NWA World Women's Champion, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, literally started the Mission Pro Wrestling promotion. And this is going to be a great one-on-one matchup here as the bell rings are officially underway for our main event. This is a rematch from 2020. They've only met each other one at a time at SWE when Vert Vixen was still learning her way through the ropes through the Texas area. A stiff Continental tab here in the early going right now. And Vert Vixen, like I said, current BTW Women's Champion, former New Texas Pro, VIP, RWA, and Spark Joji and Defy Women's Champion. Vert Vixen, a standout in the Texas area, trained all over the world and disciplined all over the world. Wrestling in Japan, London, America, Canada, Mexico, and currently has been involved in 8 promotions alone this year.
So you're saying they love her in Scotland, Canada, and Mexico?
Yeah, I would say.
Do we believe in Vert Vixen?
Do
we believe in Vert Vixen?
Yeah, of course, I've always believed in Vert Vixen. Vert Vixen has always been one of my favorites to follow here on the independents. And honestly, I just want to see her get signed. And I think she's overdue to be signed at some point. Trained by Daga, Dustin Rhodes, Jazz, Prince Adam, Ray Campbell, and Rodney Mack.
Oh, well, she's trained by Jazz. I'm a little bit pissed at her now.
Well, at this point, I don't blame you. But again, the long legacy aside.
Yeah.
I'll say Vert Vixen, who just recently wrestled, of course, in Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, as well as New Texas Pro, MPX, and even ROH. And now from the Mara,
lots of experience in this ring. I'm here for it.
Yeah, average whip, and like you said, few people are as experienced and disciplined as Thunder Rosa. Body shot there to Vert Vixen. Sent face first in the top turnbuckle. And that bitch shot right now as Thunder Rosa is, of course, taking advantage. Thunder Rosa, of course, coming off that match for the AEW Women's World Championship against Thekla back at World's End. Follow drop kick, takes Vert Vixen down. And Thunder Rosa and the control so far in the early going here in our Ladies Night Out 16-man event. I hope everyone's enjoyed, by the way. Please subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Become a member today of Time Match Network. Continue to follow the journeys of all these incredible female athletes across all things wrestling, and continue getting your fix of ladies professional wrestling here at Time Match Network. Slingshot into the ring and follows through with the lariat. Now the cover, Laurel press and gets a 2 count. Oof.
This is hard hitting as anything has been. My goodness.
Well, I mean, the whole night's been hard hitting, by the way, by all
main
the
event, though, baby.
that we've seen. Irish whip, and I don't think you're going to find two people more aggressive at this point than Vert Vixen and Thunder Rosa.
No, and they've been sitting in the back watching all night because all these ladies have brought it every step of the way, and they go, "Oh, we got to follow that." Well, in that case,
press the far leg for a 2 count off the elbow to the back of the head and neck. Of course, Thunder Rosa coming off a debilitating back injury, coming back to wrestling, and Thunder Rosa might be in trouble here in the corner. Vert Vixen falling in, big forearm smash. The elbow strike connects and falling again. The Thunder Rosa gets the boot up. Now going up to the second rope. Sunset flip, roll through, cover, 2 count out. She claps her head with her legs.
I was a long 2.
And about to say, think about how long that. Another Michinoku driver by Vert Vixen falls up for the cover to look at both legs. Gets a 2 count there.
We are seeing a lot of Michinoku drivers, code breakers, and some of the best drop kicks I've ever seen in this business this week.
And pretty much the staples, it feels like, of women's wrestling at this point, particularly, especially in the Las Vegas showcases.
There you go.
I'm talking trash. And again, I don't know how wise it is to talk trash with Thunder Rosa to get out the Alvarado about that.
Yes. Still your pure champion, though.
About to say. And again, both of these women right now bringing the attitude out of one another.
Thunder Rosa's just like, what the fuck? Golly.
I'm about to say, I think she realized that Vert Vixen is not the same woman she faced a few years ago.
No, definitely not.
She's just laying it in right now. In front of Rosa, hung up in the tree of woe. And right now, Vert just put in the boots to Thunder Rosa, unable to cover up here. We're going to follow through the baseball slide.
Jeez, what a hit. My goodness.
That's what center, far leg hook, and a kick out at 2. In front of Rosa again. Another cover by Vert Vixen, trying to exhaust her. Kicks out again at 2. Another cover here. Change of position. Deep look at the leg. Kick out at 2 again by the Mara.
Man.
It's smart strategy, though, here by Vert Vixen to continue to wear down Thunder Rosa, forcing her to make these kickouts.
Just got to stick with what works. And so far, things are working. You just can't get that 3 count.
And right now, Vert Vixen hoisting up Thunder Rosa. A Clement shot here to the back of the head. And of course, this is our main event here at Ladies Night Out 16. And thank everybody that's tuned in, but for the whole thing of why we've been live. And of course, you continue to follow us here at Studios. Hope you do. And we continue to persist, pursue, and progress for all things professional wrestling here, damn it, as you all continue to make it happen. Hard snapmare down. Now the cover, hook at the far leg, and a 2 counts. I do feel like that a lot's been taken out of Thunder Rosa here, though, with the hard impact by Vert Vixen. But another body shot, though, as the MMA background for the Rosa's coming into play, teeing off against Vert Vixen here like a freaking body bag. A swing and a miss.
Dude, you can ask any boxer. There's a reason referees at the beginning of the fights don't say no kidney punches or other punches, because those are just straight shots to the kidney Thunder Rosa was laying in there. My
debilitating. Yeah, exactly. Quite debilitating. Knocks the wind out of you because you literally can't breathe. Follows through with the Meteora.
That might knock the wind out of you, too. Just a little bit.
It's a possibility, by the way. And right now, in a worse position possible, the drop kick against the ropes. Running drop kick.
God, right in the gut.
With a far leg and kick out at 2.5.
And I feel like that referee would have been a little bit quicker in position. There might have been a 3 count there.
And Thunder Rosa coming off a best 3 falls match in CMLL, of course, in tag, and of course, trios action. Right now,
it's good to see her back full time.
Yeah, right. I've been worried about her ever since I remember seeing that announcement. Like she had vacated the Women's World Championship. That devastated me. Waits like a platter for a Vixen, looking for the Rosa for the ride. Push her in the corner though. Breaks separation.
Man,
elbow, point in the temple there in the ear. For the Rosa, Kaza, Dora into the corner, the blow thunder bomb, and the cover by Vert Vixen gets a 2 count. Hard, impactful move there on Thunder Rosa, and a great counter by player 1.
I was gonna say she took the back of Thunder Rosa's head into her chin. Thunder Rosa headbutted her, and then she still was able to counter that blue thunder bomb. What a sequence!
Yeah, I think Vixen might be a little bit frustrated here, though. Bugging up to the official here, as again that was a 2 count, clear as day, and now hoisting up Thunder Rosa, possibly looking for the game over. Well, inside cradle, roll through, and nearly got her.
Ooh.
And the mighty strong cradle, deep hook in the near leg. It's a 2 count. Able to kick out.
Keep on her.
High kick. Caught her on the rebound.
Damn.
Thunder Rosa collapsed in the cover. Hook on the far late side press. And a 2 count again.
I mean, I've been the shiniest wizard, but it was a hell of a kick.
No kidding. Thunder Rosa rods and Vert Vixen everything out. Every combo she could think of.
God bless the people in the crowd. It's 1 o'clock our time. I know you're pushing through too, man, but it's 1 o'clock there. God bless these fans. God bless these women wrestlers. My goodness.
And hoisted up, looking for the power bomb. Able to escape though. Sends Vert Vixen in the corner. Now Thunder Rosa looking to follow through up in the fireman's carry.
Oh man.
And Messi definitely driver the cover though. Hook at the far late side press. Gets 2 count though on Vert Vixen.
That was a messy but monumental Spicoli driver there. Holy shit.
Thunder Rosa right now trying to find the finisher needed to put down player 1 here tonight. Still looking, of course, for La Rosa or the Snake Sleeper. And again, big forearm exchange now being applied. And these elbows meeting in kind. Something has to give here, though, Jeff.
It will. Chop will do it.
Knife is chopped right now. Vert Vixen, though, literally being fired up by them. Finding another tribute. The roll through, though, and the dollar stomp.
Oh, man.
Geez. Now the sleeper applied and immediately has to tap out following that is its sudden finish for Mara Thunder Rosa with the win and the main event, ladies, at out 16.
I mean, to be fair, that double stomp somewhere up above the Taskmaster dug that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm about to say, besides the wind being knocked out of her and literally pushing her lungs to even push harder in that submission hole, there was nothing Vixen could do but tap out for her own freaking sake. Great win by Thunder Rosa here tonight at ladies at out 16. And of course, I was about to say, Brady, figure right, Brady, of course. And of course, shout out to Beta Scott, the leading female political commentary voice of the independent scene.
I love it.
Rosa's got something to say. Say muchas gracias. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget when you see the shows. Support. But you don't. It's very hard to run in shows. Very expensive.
It's valid.
Thinking of Telly. Thinking of FSW. Thinking of Veda. Thinking of fans. You guys made this possible. Muchas gracias, Thomas. Happy WrestleCon WrestleMania week and weekend. Well, Massive XL and Beta Scott, of course, giving us the nice live send-off in, of course, cute fine style.
What was your name?
Madison McKell, I think, or something like that. And so freaking Beta Scott and Madison took the headsets off. And honestly, I don't blame them. That's what I'm about to do. That's Larry's night out 16 officially comes to a close. Again, we got still so much more to come. If you all fun on the us. Of course, Friday, we have World of Lucha, Bloodsport, American Dream 2026, Joy to Know, Spring Break Las Vegas, and Juggalo Championship Wrestling as we go into the weekend, of course, for Saturday, WrestleMania Vegas, Big Gay, and Immortal Clusterfuck. And Sunday culminates things with Spark Joshi and WrestleMania Vegas Sunday, ahead of shenanigans to follow everything for WrestleMania weekend. And Jeff, I think you also have some stuff to talk about, not only regarding what we're doing, but our stuff you're doing on the other side with the Good Cherry brand.
Yeah, well, that's what we're doing tomorrow. God, I'm trying better than I thought I did. Thank you for letting me share that. Yeah,
you're welcome.
5 different watch-alongs tomorrow. So again, this is the scheduled busiest day of the week. Today ended up being busier than we intended it to be, but it's all good.
Yeah,
by the way, her name is, like you said, Madison Maxwell, also known as Maddie Max. That's Maddie Max. I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, Maddie Max.
Okay, now I know who it is at least. Anyway, yeah, World on Lucha tomorrow. Bloodsport tomorrow. And what's funny? Bloodsport was on April 17th in history as well. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. So apparently the year before.
I think it was the year before, to your point. Of course, again, as you pointed out, you will be covering Bloodsport. There's your card here again, folks. Headlined by Natty Neidhart for Shayna Baszler, Mia Masha for Shania Kai. We have Josh Burnett for Shuji Nagata, Charlie Denver for Timothy Fadra, Zaxxia Jr. in action, as well as Pete Dunne will also be fighting, amongst
And that's how my commentary day is starting.
Exactly. And then, of course, my only commentary is, again, thank you to everybody that's endured every watch-along I've done between breaks and suit changes. That's why you've literally seen that. Yeah, y'all nice. Again, stay tuned when I cover American Dream 2026 for Stardom. Whether or not I do it solo, I have no idea. Of course, we know that it's going to be Brittany Brooks' Stardom debut, Hazuki, Pina Yamashita, Suzuki, classic names you know from the Stardom roster. Nina, Shirakawa, Chris Statlander making her Stardom debut alongside the Barons of Rap. And Alex Windsor will defend the Strong Women's Championship against third-generation talent, one of the strongest in the Stardom roster, Saya Ida, as well as the Pink Devil will challenge the Forever Goddess, Athena. Athena has not had great luck lately when it comes to people from the Stardom. I'm just saying.
No, not at all. You've got that tomorrow. You've got, of course, just so much good stuff still to come. JCW's is technically tomorrow night, 11:59 p.m., but we're starting at midnight Saturday local time. So yeah, it's very much semantics. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my first JCW call. I have not had a whole lot of time to catch up on the JCW craziness, and I'm just going to get thrown full into the fat of the fire here. But yes, please, everybody follow along. In addition to on the various YouTube channels, we are on the SRS Studios 2024 Twix page, so please follow along with us there. Again, follow this man if you dare, N Foster 1916, because he will provide just the facts, man. That's what he do. He go on, he plug, he come back out. He don't stick around because he's smarter than all of us, ladies and gentlemen. I will say that just the simple man with a spectacular voice carrying this show through tonight, because family is a thing. So thank you again, sir. 5 watch-alongs tomorrow, WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, Raw after Mania Monday, and then we shall let Foster sleep.
And fair enough, but I'm going to go now because now I finally get a little bit of break. So again, thank you to all of you. Thank you, Jeff Meacham. It's been an absolute pleasure calling everything here with you. I look forward towards our next watch-along calls, and I hope that you all look forward to what's ahead here at Survivor Studios, non-stop live watch-along schedule for all the wrestling through the entire WrestleCon WrestleMania week. But for now, I'm going to bid you all finally a fine adieu and welcome you in to your Friday for all the rest that's ahead to. For Jeff Meacham, I'm the Seminole Foster, reminding you to make a positive impact in life and have a good night. Thank you for tuning into our coverage of Ladies Night Out 16. And with that being said, Jeff, I will do it tonight. I will cut the freaking feed. Have a good night, folks.
See y'all in 10 hours.